Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. Yesterday's live was super lit. We got through some good work, some good back and forth between all of us across multiple different platforms. And yeah, so yesterday we got up to the figuring out what the UI and so that UX is user experience of a new user logging on to MIH. So what's it like when they register for an MIH account? What's it like to set up their account? Is everything intuitive? Is everything running smoothly? All of those kind of things. So that's what we got up to yesterday. We had a huge list of things. So if you have a look over here, we have one page and a full page behind that also, where we took down some requirements over here for us. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Sir Best, I appreciate you. So yeah, we got up to some crazy things yesterday, just trying to figure out the UI and UX of MIH and trying to improve it for our users. Because prior to that, what happened, or last week's lives, when I was telling some of the members of Mzansi to set up their MIH account, what happened was they were saying, oh, some of this fields is not working. Sawubona quotes, nice to see you here, nice to see you here. So some of the fields are required and they don't have that information. What do they need to do? All of those kind of things. And also yesterday we figured out that there's one too many clicks asking you to do the same thing. So we've automated some of those stuff also. And later on, maybe towards the end of the live when we're wrapping things up, I want to chat to you about the Patreon. So I did set it up. However, I'm thinking about the benefits to provide to you, right, to the people of Mzansi for subscribing to the Patreon. So I want to get some of your ideas and stuff around that also. So let's switch over to our Saobola Moli. Nice to see you here again. Nice to see you. So I'm going to switch over now. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If you like what we are doing right now and you'd like to see the full screen, please let me know. Or please feel free to find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. But it's fine over here on YouTube also, or on TikTok also. So this is MIH. But what I want to show you, thank you so much, Sir Best, for the follow. I appreciate you. So this is what I wanted to show you today. So if we have a look over here, no thank you consciousness. I am not in the mood for your scams tonight, but thank you for joining us. So once again, scammers on Kick, standard. So if we have a look over here, this is what's in progress at the moment here at MIH. So you can see we have a UI or new user UX journey update. So that's what we were working on yesterday and getting some ideas and things that we need to change inside MIH. We'll run through it again to see what's it all about. But the first thing that was recommended to us is we need to remove the sign-in password validation. Sawubona quotes, sawubona. So to remove the sign-in password validation. Right, so that's when you're signing in. We've already validated your password when we were creating the account. No need to remind you about it when you're doing. So we did that. Let me know in the chat what you think about that. Then once you've created your account, instead of taking you to the home screen of MIH, it's going to auto-navigate you to the profile page where you can update and set up your profile. So we did that. Number 2 was in-person profile. We changed the wording from your purpose to personal mission. So remember we had a vote about that and I was the deciding factor and I decided on personal mission. Don't forget to vote, guys, and participate in the live. Next, the Mzansi wallet. Now we have a message when there's no card available and giving the user some instruction on what to do. I'm really happy with this one. I think we're going to use this as a standard across MIH going forward. Then this was something we didn't discuss, but I found it while I was working on MIH today. It's when before a user even set up their account, we allowed them to ask Mzansi a question. So that's incorrect because you need an account in order to ask Mzansi a question. So I've removed that search or the Ask Mzansi bar at the top of the screen. So That should be gone. The next one, so you can see all the things that I've done and the things that I haven't done. So it's marked over there with done. And then once you activate your business account, it will automatically navigate you to the business side of MIH, not directly inside the business profile, but to the business side. And then the country code is where I stopped. We'll work on that today. So we'll get some coding done today also. And then here's the optional fields, and the address is a little bit more work because I need to sort out database stuff and I need to sort out the API stuff and add that field to it. So I'll do that again today. So yeah, let's run through everything. So this is what we got up to today, right? So let's run through all of this. Let me minimize this and let me show you what everything is looking like. So we're gonna head over to the emulated version on MIH. Remember guys, before we even continue, MIH is available, or version 1.1.14 is available. I see the likes over on YouTube. I see you. Please feel free to dive into the comments, dive into the chats so we can see who's liking. So MIH version 1.1.14 is now available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. It's available all over. If you'd like to find it and you're on the Google Play Store and Apple App Store, all you have to do is search MIH, enter, and will appear at the top of the list. What is this? At the top of the list, yeah. And you can find us there. Or if you want to find us on Google, search MIH app, and we'll appear at the top of the list, both the Google Play Store and our normal website, the web app version. So if we have a look at the Google Play Store, if we scroll down to what's new, you can see that we've added a new bookmark business system inside the Mzansi directory. Let me know if you want to run through any of these features. Sawubona Jess, nice to see you again. Then we've added the total energy card to the Mzansi wallet. Bashi, nice work bro. Bashi, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. I appreciate you. Then we have the total energies was added to the Mzansi wallet. So you can now add your total energies loyalty card to your Mzansi wallet. We've also have a better way of searching for businesses through the Mzansi directory. Instead of just searching for a name or this free text search, you can now filter the business type and you can get a list of all those businesses that fit that criteria. Then the search bar alignment, that was a recommendation by Jess, and external links. So all of this is what you're going to get in the new MIH feature. Sorry guys, I'm not taking people or accepting invites, or I don't know what these things are, but I'm not accepting those joining requests. My apologies. So yeah, that's what MIH version 1.1.14 provides you. Please feel free to download it on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, or if you want to try it out, you can check it out on the web. Just search MIH or MIH app. Cool. So jumping over to here. So I'm going to take you through the user journey again. Let's open this up. So I'm going to take you through the user journey again of being a new user. So we're going to sign out over here. Sign out. And I'm going to create an account. So when you first enter MIH, you're going to see this, where you can either swipe over to the create screen or just click on the create new account button. It'll swipe over automatically for you. Then you can enter your email. So I'll say tester16 at mih.co.za. All right, so I have tester16. Let me enter the password. Okay. And then when I click on create account now, what happens? Now we'll see what happens, right? So remember last time it just takes you to the home screen of the personal side of MIH. But now if we click on create account, yeah, it's going to ask us to authenticate ourselves. That is our phone that we're using. And you can see it automatically takes you to the profile page now, where you can just click on set up profile. And from here, my username will be tester_16. The first name will be tester. Last name will be 16. My personal mission is to be. Thank you so much, Quotes, for sharing the live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If you're liking it and you want other people to join, please feel free to share it. And we are available on YouTube, Mozo, what did I miss? Nice to see you here. Nice to see you over on Twitch. Remember, guys, we are available across multiple platforms right now. So, Mozo, we are and also for the rest of us that haven't, that just joined, we are looking at the. So you inspired this, Mozo. So we are looking at the UX journey. So that's the user experience journey of a new user creating an MIH account for the very first time. So that's what we're looking at today. Or we looked at it yesterday, took down some notes, and now I'm showing you the progress that we made. So so you can see over here, we also changed it to your personal mission. So it's now no longer your purpose, it's now your personal mission, which is quite cool, I think. Then to be a test profile. UX test profile. All right. And then I'm not going to activate the business account now because I'm going to show you what that looks like later on. But I'm going to click on update. Once it updates, now you've unlocked everything inside MIH. So let's add a profile picture also. Edit. Downloads. Let's put my face. Update. So you can see everything is working fine. So what do you think about the UX journey of a person creating a new account? Also, before we continue, most people like using the Mzansi wallet. So after creating an account, the first thing that they'll click on is Mzansi wallet. Now, this is what you see. No cards added to your Mzansi wallet. Press the icon, so this is at the bottom, to add your first loyalty card. So it'll click on it. The user will see, okay, add loyalty card. They'll click on it. Then we'll add our new total. So we'll search for total energies. We'll click on it. Add our card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Click on add. Now you've added your first loyalty card to the Mzansi wallet. So, interesting over here. I must change this also because I have the same thing over here. Let me make a note of that. So what do you think, guys? So far, what do you think of the user experience for a brand new user? I feel like your suggestions were amazing yesterday. And even to me, it feels much more streamlined and much more smoother for a user. There's not too many clicks that you'll have to do. It's just immediate, instant stuff. So, favorites, message, favorites message. So I'll update the favorites message. But yeah, what do you think of the new personal user journey, so user experience journey? I think it's quite nice because so the user experience seems to be good. Just messages need to be adjusted. Which messages? So this one here, or is there some other messages like the success message and stuff? Because we can change that also. But yeah, so that account has been created. Everything is fine. Yeah, so that covers. So let's see what that covers. So let's open up this. So that covers the. Oh, and also signing in. So let's sign out from this account, and then I'll show you that there's no validation. So sign out. So when we are creating an account, yes, the favorite message. Thanks. I will. I forgot about that completely, but I will add it. Easier and lets you fill in the information in the beginning, unlike previously. 100%. That's what people did suggest yesterday. So thank you so much, Motso, for inspiring this. And yeah, the journey is much better. So if you look over here and we start typing a password, it gives you some validation over here of what you need, like an uppercase, lowercase, the length of it. There needs to be a digit, all of these things. And it starts removing it as you type. So an uppercase over here. So it starts removing it as you type. But if we head over to I have an account, and if we start typing the password over here, you can see there's no validation because we've already validated you when you've either updated your password or you have, what is this? Reset your password. That's what I'm looking for. Reset your password. So yeah, let me just sign in again. Test 16 at mih.co.za. So cool, we are in. I'm just going to bring the this back. So yeah, so that covers quite a few things from our list of stuff. So it covers the first one, the sign-in validation. I just showed you it now. Let me know what you think of that. I think it's a much better experience than what it was like before, where it shows you all the things. Then automatically navigate to the personal profile to update things from there automatically. We change your purpose to your personal mission. Then we've added the no cards available message. And then the Ask Mzansi section, I forgot to show you that, but it didn't appear. It didn't appear, so I didn't not show you. It just didn't appear because we automatically sent you to the profile page or the profile package to update your information there. So you didn't even see this, but it did happen in the background. Then, yes, so now we're going to start from here. When we first activate a business, right? When we first activate a business, let's minimize this. And so say you've finished setting up your personal profile, and maybe this is a couple days later or whenever you want to. Now you want to update or you want to activate your business account. So you're going to head over to the Mzansi profile, edit your profile, and you see let me go back. So you're going to head over to your Mzansi profile, click on the edit profile, and there is an activate business account at the bottom. When you click on this and click on update, this is what happens now. So when you click on update, it automatically takes you to the business side of MIH with a setup business button. So I think this is much better than this taking you back to the personal side and then you having to figure out that you have to swipe. So what we've done is we've changed this to show you the setup business button. So if we click on setup business, it still takes you to the same screen. I think it's a little bit more difficult to take you to how the personal profile looks like. So I think this one is good for now. It's fine for now. I'll try and figure out how to do that. But once you're here, so we have our business name, so Tester 16 business. The business type is going to be a social media management business. The email is tester.social@mih.co.za. And then we're still going to fix the contact number. We haven't fixed that yet. So you can still enter any garbage that you want over here. But we'll just enter in 08123. Over here, our mission is to be the best social media managers out there. What's that menu at the top right-hand corner? What's the menu that pops up on the top right-hand? Where? So where exactly, Jess, are you speaking? Like on what screen? No, on the left. On the left, middle. Which screen is it? No, on the left, middle, the hamburger. On the text field. Oh, okay. Oh, this thing over here. One of these bad boys. So this thing it's something to do. Okay, I get what you're asking. So it's this thing at the bottom of the screen over here. So Jess is asking, what is this thing? Sometimes it appears on the side of the screen. So when you're using the emulator that comes with Android Studio, animated in, no, not on the left middle. It animated on, yeah, it's an emulator thing. So it is an emulator thing. It jumps all over the place. So it's basically, instead of like when I'm typing now, it doesn't put up the on-screen keyboard for me because I'm using a computer and the keyboard's in front of me. So it puts this thing to represent your typing at the moment. Because when I click away, or it doesn't work here, but like if I click back, you'll see that disappears because I'm no longer typing something. But when I go back in and click on a field, you'll see that it automatically pops up now because this is the on-screen keyboard for you. Thank you so much for that question. I'm sorry it took me so long. I was a bit slow. It took me so long to figure out what you were saying. But yeah, it's the on-screen keyboard that's just hidden at the moment. We can add it to the screen, but it takes up too much screen real estate while we're working. So this is much better. So we'll do it again. Tester 16 business type, social media management, and then tester 16 .social@mih.co. User, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Are those animations new? It's not new. It's just that because if I'm understanding you correctly, it's because I'm using a Mac. It's forcing these animations on me. When you're using the normal MIH, it doesn't do that. 0, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it doesn't, there's no new, I haven't added any new animations inside MIH. I think the Mac, something strange happens with the MacBook and it forces these things upon you. So you didn't animate the bottom nav bar. Nah, this thing over here, this thing over here, it's also the on-screen keyboard thing. So this is an emulator thing. So to be the best. Right? So here's the changes that we've made. Let me scroll up. So here's the thing over here. Do you see it? There's that thing appeared. It's basically the on-screen keyboard. I'm not sure why it chooses to see what happens. Let's see your wanting animations. Wanting animations. What's a wanting animation? Interesting. Let me know if that's a typo. But you can see the warning animation. There's no animation when there's a warning. Oh my word. Close this. So where's my thingy? So if I remove this, you can see there's no animation. It just instantly appears with a warning message. So it doesn't like bubble up to show me anything, something crazy. It's just, yeah, it's instant that the warning message appears. And also another one, if I click on add right now, but I haven't covered some of the fields. So if I click on enter, it just automatically pops up in front of you. There's no nice floating animation and stuff. Personally, I feel like sometimes those animations do waste time for you. Oh, I see. What I did, okay, yes. So for the text when the invalid email, yeah, it just pops up at the bottom. So I see what I did is animate the warning labels height from 0 to 1. Yeah, so it's definitely possible to do that, but how much? So I think you'll really like animations, Jess, if I'm being honest. For me personally, I don't know how much extra benefit it's going to provide the people of Mzansi. Let me know if we should add more animations inside MIH. But I feel like I do have animations in some places, but the text field ones, I don't want things to slowly pop up to you and slowly think. I want it to instantly appear to you. I don't know if to me it makes me feel like MIH is working super fast. And I've heard some of my friends say that too. MIH seems super speedy. And I think it's because of that. And adding the animations just make things a little bit slower. So yeah, we have some fields that are now optional. So your website is optional, registration number is optional, practice number is optional, VAT number is optional. GPS is also optional, but we don't have the optional sign over there. So I'll just click on set location. So it's getting our GPS location right now. So we'll give it some time. Then it comes through with the coordinates over here. I know someone recommended doing the address, but we'll add that in later. I can't help but animate things. But yeah, functionality is the priority. Yeah, and I can't wait to see your application, Jess. I'm very excited to see it. Because I want to test it out and see what it looks like. But I know in time it will come. Volley, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you here, but thank you so much for joining us. Then the title field, so all this information above here, and I'm leaving all of this blank. All of this information above here is my business details. So this is your business details, right? Self-explanatory. When we scroll to the bottom under your business user, now this field is no longer editable because you as the creator of this business needs to have full access to the business. Then the title is now a free text field. So you can enter whatever you want instead of the drop down like before Mozzo where you had to choose other or put a whole lot of other garbage over there just for the system. But now you can just type CEO, for example, CEO, and then click on add. Once you do that, now your business account is now enabled and it's ready to go. When you click on business profile, we have access to our profile over here where we can further edit the information if we would like. If we head over, we have our user profile. We have our team. So some of the stuff we haven't updated yet. It'll come in the future. It'll come in the future. But yeah, now this is what the user experience is like for someone adding a business mode. So let me know if that's much more friendlier now that we've removed some of that fields over here, like the business website, the registration number, practice number, VAT number. All of those things are now optional fields, so we're not forcing you to enter garbage in over here. You can remove the stuff if you'd like going forward. So yeah, that's what we've done. And heading back over to our to-do list. So that's everything. What we currently, or what I've started testing, yeah, optional is better. Thanks so much. Yes, thanks so much. Definitely, it's definitely much better. So what I want to do now is the contact field. If you've noticed, let's minimize this again. If you've noticed with our, let's go to edit, the contact number, we can still enter letters and numbers. So I would like to restrict that to numbers only to reduce the amount of garbage that's coming into MIH, right? And that garbage is probably going to cause errors later down the line when someone is trying to find your business. So I would like to remove that. And quotes came in clutch yesterday. Put W's in the chat for quotes. Can't you restrict it by just calling the number keyboard? 100% we can. But yeah, we can do that. We can do that. But I wanted to make it a little bit more better. Instead of just doing this, what we are looking at that quotes gave us a suggestion for is the, let me head over to Google. So if you go to pub.dev, not redacted. So this one is country code. So quotes did recommend the country code package on pubdev. So I think the one we used is this country code picker. So we chose this in order to select the like +27 or plus what for the other areas. So what this looks like now is, can I inbox you? Want me to code out something for you? So perfect. This is Volley. Thank you so much for this question. I'll show you an easy way to get into contact with me instead of using the DMs. The DMs is not really the best place to reach out to me if you have such important things like coding information. So please feel free to activate or create a business account on MIH, whether it's the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, or the web. Once you do that, please feel free to head over to the Mzansi directory of MIH. Once you do that, switch over to the business side of MIH, and all you have to do in the search bar is search MIH, enter, and you can see Mzansi Innovation Hub. You can click on us, and you can send us an email. So if you click on email, it'll automatically open up an email over here with that you can edit the information and send us a message about your query. And we do reach out to you immediately. We can set up a session and discuss this face to face. Volley, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So I'm not going to save this, but yeah, please feel free to create an MIH account and reach out to us through the directory. We are available there. You can call us, you can email us, you can navigate to us if you really like. You can visit our website, rate us, and bookmark us for later. What language do you code? So Kev, we are coding in Flutter. So Flutter is the framework that we use, but the programming language that Flutter uses is called .dart. It's all created by Google, this framework. So Volley, please feel free to email us through the Mzansi directory. So I saw Jess had a message over there. Let me try to look for it. I have a country code dictionary if you need that to complete, as well as all islands. Very interesting. I see it's on the screen right now. So Jess, I'll definitely look into that to see if this package is not good enough for it yet. So if we have a look at this, so if you look at the top of the screen, it's our country code. So I set it to automatically put +27 because shout out to South Africa. We must always be at the top when someone is entering their details, whether they're from America, China, wherever, it's going to automatically add +27. They must all see the South African flag. So when you click on it, what happens is it brings up that bottom menu. Something is not right over here. Remember, it's not perfect yet, but it brings up that bottom menu with a whole lot of different countries, and I can just search, say, Botswana. Botswana is here. I can click on it, and it has +27. But why not automatically adjust it based on the GPS data? So I can, but what if someone doesn't want to enter their GPS information yet? That's the problem. So some people, I think, like Quotes, didn't want to put his location for the business. So yeah, that's why. Steezy, thank you so much for the follow. I have a new Flutter project, Kev. So this is Jess. I'll figure out how to do that, but now because it's a new package, we're still learning how to do it. So manual for now, but we can figure out how to automatically pull based on the GPS location. But thank you for that recommendation. Let me make a note of that. So pull locale from GPS. Okay, the next one is from Kev. Kev is saying, I have a few Flutter projects. Can I forward them to you to check out? 100%. Like I mentioned to Avoli, please feel free to use the Mzansi directory. Create an MIH account. It's free to do that. Create an MIH account. Search for us through the Mzansi directory, which is this icon over here. Switch over to the business side. You'll see it changes to Businesses of Mzansi, and just search for MIH and Mzansi Innovation Hub, and feel free to email us, and then we can set up a session, a meet and greet session, to discuss this in more details. More than happy to assist you with any of your needs, right? As well as if they, if they don't, then just use ZA. Okay, cool. Yeah. That does make sense, Jess. That does make sense. Country code selection looks good. Yeah, so remember, this was all, I didn't do much coding. This is all from this package. So I love using Flutter because of this reason. And I know React is the same, but the ecosystem is so cool. And you can see that this country code picker, it has the MIT license. So the MIT license is an open source license that gives you the most amount of freedom when using this open source code. So there's still a few things that we need to update. Minimize this. So let's go back into our test profile. So yeah, we're only focusing on the thing at the top. Don't worry about the other garbage. That's over here. This is all testing. I had to create mine manually. Lol. Does Unity not have... Yeah, this is another question. Does Unity not have like a package library like pubdev and I don't know what React one is called. But do they not have something similar to that? Because me personally, I don't like reinventing the wheel unless extremely necessary. Then I'll reinvent something. But if it's already out there and someone worked on it, they were probably passionate about this particular package, and it'll probably work perfectly well. And it's most of the time it's open source. So what's missing over here is at the top of the screen, I think there is a header that has information over there. So what we can do is we can head over to our code and to our package. So it should be over here. Yo, but kudos to you, Jess. That sounds like tough work, manually creating your own picker. That sounds super tough. I mean, they do Unity asset library, but yeah, I make everything from scratch anyways. Hectic. I see you are a soldier. I see you are a soldier when it comes to coding. Thank you so much for the likes, Quotes. I appreciate you. They're flooding through. They're flooding through. So what we are going to do is we are going to country picker. So this is the country picker here. So remember, this is automatically provided by that package that I just showed you. We added it to our pub dev over here. Our pub spec, sorry, our pub spec. Did you ever get depressed while developing? 100% you do. So Jess has the question, do you ever get depressed while developing? So not all the time, but plenty of times, 100%. Like Quotes is saying, definitely. And it's most of the time when you're trying to, it's, or let me say this, most of the time you feel depressed, or when I feel depressed, is when I'm trying to work on something and I'm not understanding it, or I'm not figuring it out, and it's like the entire day that I'm working on this thing. Alien God, nice to see you here. So that what used to frustrate me. But now with AI being all over us, when I reach that point of being so stuck, I just ask AI for assistance. I tell it exactly what I want to do, and quick, it's resolved. It's worse when things are not working out. Yeah, especially when you end the day. So say it's like 4:30. It's 4:30. You've been working on this bug or this issue the entire day. 4:30 comes. You need to pack up. You need to continue with, like, go cook or something. But this bug is there on your mind. That's the worst, because the whole night what you're doing, it's gonna be sitting over here on your mind. You're gonna be dreaming about this bug. It's a gift to reignite the inspiration. Yeah. And simply, yeah, but with AIs out here, it's much easier and much better solving such issues. Because previously you were out there on your own and you have to, like, speak to a friend, but now you can just speak to AI. So yeah, we added the country code picker, and the country code picker provided us with this over here, country code picker widget that we can use. This widget is, so it has an on change function. So when someone selects a new country code, it triggers this code inside here. And look, guys, I'm using debug.print. I'm not sure who recommended it. I think it was Seven or someone, but I think someone recommended it last week in the stream. So I'm starting to use debug print going forward. So shout out to them. And whatever it changes to, it comes back with this select code, and I can use this new variable that the person selected. I am procedurally generating terrain on a global map, trees, bushes, water. Yo, that sounds like you're building a whole game or a whole virtual environment. I'm super excited for this application. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I'm super excited. And the next option or property that they give you is the initial selection. So this is a +27. So it'll automatically, as you first load up this widget, it'll put the South African country code over there for you. Then show drop down button. So that's just the, if we open up our emulator, that's just this little arrow over here. I don't know how to change the color on it. I'm not sure how to change the color on this drop down. I think that's something they missed when they were developing this, but I'll figure it out. For 3D environment, sorry for disturbing that. No need to be sorry for jumping into the chat. There's no need for that. So your application, it sounds super complex, super dope, super beautiful. Like you're saying, a whole 3D environment from the earth. Nah, this is I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited. Is code no map? Mapbox is useless using all overlay over the terrain. Yeah, they chatting some complex things over on thingy. Malum, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Jump in the chat. Jump in the chat. Don't stress. We're all friendly over here. The next property that they provide you is the picker style. So the picker style, I could choose a dialog box, or I could choose the bottom menu. I chose the bottom menu because when you're already going to be in a dialog box when you're selecting Mpo. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Jump into the chat, guys. Say hello. So I chose the bottom sheet instead of a dialog because when you're editing your information, you're already in a dialog. So that's why I chose the bottom sheet. Then there's the color and the barrier color. So that's the color of the dialog box that pops up. So what I want to add now is, I think it's called header text style. Header text style, and it's just going to be text style. And is there a header color? Let's check over here. So I like using the hints that VS Code provides you. So barrier color, I think it's just header text style. Yeah, it's header text style. Yeah. So I'll add that in. What ID? So I'm using. Hey, it's happening over here in the chat, guys. I look away for 1 second and it's booming. So I'm using Niantic's. So wait. I have to even check on my phone now. It's popping off, guys. Jump in the chat. So, let's see this. Trying to create my own map within Mapbox. Cool. I am using Lightship Maps SDK from Niantic because since Pokemon Go sold, that discontinued. Interesting. Yo, this is interesting things, guys. This is past my head definitely. So the first thing that I want to do over here is color property. Yeah, color, and I'm going to this steal this, copy this information, and append and paste it over here. So we'll see what that changed. So we're gonna take small steps at a time when changing our information, and we'll see what that looks like. There is a feature on their site to customize map, still new. So yeah, we have some map developers out here in Mzansi. Okay, so I have it as primary color. As you can see over here, I have it as primary color, but primary color is that like darkish color over here. So I want secondary color. So I'm going to change inside word to secondary color. And I'm going to save it. And we can head back over, close this and open it up. Or let's try and reload everything. Textile header, insert, yeah, nothing's changing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see what we need over here. Let me know in the chat if you see something like header color, because that's what I'm trying to change. The barrier color, this one, box, hide search, dialogue color, close icon, country code, pick a style, search, header text. What is header? No, let me put header text over there and see what happens. Oh, header text. Reflecting 3D materials using UV maps. Yo, it's popping off. So over here, let's say select your country code. But what are you using Mapbox in? Try Control F and search. So I don't know if I can Control F inside this prompt over here. Yeah, I can't do Control F inside this prompt that appears over here. So we're just gonna wing it for now and see what happens. Wait. Let's see. Font size, font weight. Let me add a font size and font weight. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. Yeah, but there's no header color quotes. So I'm going to say font size. Size is 18. And then what else do they have? Weight. Font weight is font weight dot bold. Cool. Let me go all the way back just to reload things, cause it's quite lit. Yeah, there's let me hover over this one and see what this is. Select country. Yeah, select country. Countries. Change the header text. Okay. The header style. Okay. What else is there? Textile. Empty search bar builder. There's it. This is what we're doing wrong over here. I found it. So there's a hide header text and it's defaulted to false. Hide header text true. Yeah, but it should be working. Let me force it. Hide header text false. BlackBerry. How? Just BlackBerry. Thank you so much for hopping in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I see the SDKs in Unity for mapping is way more immersive. Yeah, it's popping off over there in the chat, talking about map stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but yeah, I'll leave it for now because I think it's supposed to pop up over here on the top. Wait, let me do this. Let me remove all of these over here. I'll comment all of this out and then we'll see what it's supposed to look like without my enhancements over here. So if I click on it, yeah, even over here it doesn't appear. So I think, yeah, even over there it doesn't appear. So I'm not even going to waste my time at the moment. I think people, once they see that, they can see that it's a country code selector. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this this widget into our Azizam. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So yo guys, there's a whole 24 people here on the TikTok live. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much. It must be because the chat is lit out here. Do you have a map inside Mzansi? So Jess, thank you so much for that question, and it is a part of my roadmap for the future. That's why we're setting up the Mzansi direction. That's why we're asking for your GPS location. So if we head over to Google, what I want to use is OpenStreetMap. So if you look at OpenStreetMap, this is it's an open source map of the world. So instead of Google owning the rights to and the locations of the map of the world, right, we're going to use OpenStreet. So if we click on this, it is just a normal map that you can see, but it's an open source one. So we'll be able to host this on our own server and add like your GPS locations to the thing, and then we can get more accurate distance measurements or distance calculations when we are like showing the distance between people. And then instead of navigating you over to Google Maps, we'll just open up the Mzansi map, for example, whatever we want to call it, Mzansi map, and it'll be up over here. Hey man, I just released my first website. Would you mind giving me a quick feedback? So no problem, I'll have a look at it, but please feel free if you have a website and you'd like us to check it out here and on the MIH live. So who is this? OpenHive AI, my bad, OpenHive. So Open, Sawubona Dad, nice to see you here. So Open, what you can do is please feel free to set up your MIH account. And once you have your MIH account open or created, then you can head over to the Mzansi directory, switch over to the business side of MIH, and let's search for quotes. So he's in the chat right now, UX Corp. We can search for UX Corp. You can see his businesses here, and he has a website linked to his business. So if we click on this, this will take us to quotes or UX Corp's website, and we can have a look at it. Very quick and very simple to do. But I saw you sent me something, and I hope it's not a scam. What is this? So OpenHive, done with an email, sir. Perfect. Thank you so much, Vali, for that. So I think it was Open Hive. So build and launch your SaaS ASAP. So is this your company? Perfect. I would love your company to be on the Mzansi directory. So not only I can check it out, but the rest of the people of Mzansi can also check it out. So please feel free to create an MIH account. We are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. So please feel free to create an account and activate your business account, and we can have a look at it. But if this is your business over here, so let's have a look at it. So build and launch your SaaS ASAP. Skip months of repetitive coding. Get a production ready SaaS foundation with auth, payments, admin dashboards, and deployment, all pre-built and battle tested. This sounds lit. This sounds very lit. Focus on your unique features, not the boring stuff. Get early access. Join the waiting list for 50% off launch price. No spam, no ads, just a single email. Join wishlist. So guys, Francis, thank you so much for the follow. So Open Hive, once you activate your MIH account and you're on the Mzansi directory, we're gonna let everyone shout you out, and then everyone can add to the waiting list over here. So let's see what else. The first page. So there's 35 people that have already joined the waiting list. Nice. So I see there's TypeScript, all of these other things. What are we using for email and SMSs? I'm using Resend and Mailbird, most affordable. So I'm not using any email at the moment, Jess. So we haven't, the only email that I'm sending out is through the forgot password, and that is automatically provided by Super Tokens. So that's built into Super Token. It's one of their service offerings. So I didn't have to code anything manually myself. Email verification, that'll also be done by Super Tokens. So we haven't added that in yet, my bad. We'll add that in. Jay, I don't think he's here in the chat, but Jay did mention that he would like the email verification, and that's also done by Super Tokens. So Super Tokens provides you with all of that over there. So, and Vantage. So let's see what else this SaaS app has to offer. A value proposition. Your SaaS is 90% done. Just add your idea. Nice. Your data storage is ready. So wait. Your data storage is ready. Save and organize all of your business data automatically. Your customer product orders. Okay. Log in. Yeah, you get tokens also. Cool. Nice. Control panel. Okay. Professional email communications. Okay. Nice. Launch in minutes, not months. Deploy.sh. This is quite cool. There's even more bank level protection. Coming soon. So when is it going to be available, Open Hive? One product, everything built. Launching soon, complete. What is this? Open Hive, where are you from? Is this a euro sign? So launch in 1 day instead of months. Okay, join the waiting list, save over so much. Worth thingy. Yeah, Open Hive, let us know where you're from, because 2 weeks from now, nice. I'm from Italy. Nice. Shout out to our members of Mzansi from Italy. I appreciate it. So this looks like a cool app. I think you are pricing out a lot of the South African market, because if we head over to the Mzansi or MIH and go to the calculator and Forex calculator, so let's say 80, euro, EUR. So €1 to a ZAR. So I'm from South Africa. And I think most of the people in the chat are from South Africa also. So if we calculate this, so it's going to be, so I think this is a monthly service, right? Is it per month? I think that's what you must add. Oh, it's a once-off payment, lifetime access. Yo, this is dope. Okay, once off is not bad then. So in South Africa, it would be about 1,700 rands. For a once-off fee, that's not bad. Self-hosted. Ghana. Shout out to my members of Mzansi from Ghana. I appreciate you. Let us know where you're from, guys, in the chat. Mzansi, let me know where you're from in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Ghana. So yeah, this is not bad for once off. Early bird price, special loans price, full source code. Discord community, nice. What's included? Auth, Google. Okay, Google and Git auth. Password reset and email validation. Oh my word. Wait. Sorry. I have no idea what's going on right now. Are you able to see my screen over on TikTok? Yeah. Sorry, I said the keyword to launch Gemini. So we have internationals in the chat. Yeah, remember guys, when I said Mzansi is not only in the South African borders, I really meant it. Mzansi stretches far beyond South Africa's borders, and you can see we are out there in Italy also. It's quite cool, quite amazing. So you have admin, backend, dashboard, MongoDB with custom ODM, nice. Front-end UI is TypeScript and SCSS. What's SCSS? I don't know what SCSS is. Email system. You coming through with so much features over here. Cursor IDE friendly. This is crazy. This is crazy. What is this? Build it yourself. Yo. Our mission, love. Why so affordable? Yes, I was about to ask now. Why is it so cheap? Democratizing development in the AI era. Please, open Hive. When you set up your business account, so let me head over. When you set up your business account, make sure that your mission and vision is something like this, because this is powerful. Democratizing development in the AI era. We've developed everything deserving access to professionals. This is cool. This is very cool. What happens at the top? Oh, it probably takes me down to all of those sections. Yeah. Nah, this is super. No, this is even better. This is super cool. Thank you so much for sharing this open Hive. I appreciate you for sharing this, and I can't wait to add you to my favorite businesses in the Mzansi directory, so I can check you out later. And when you are live, then we can check it out and hopefully test it out, or you can give us a demo of it, because this is super cool. Thank you so much for sharing the great feedback. Yeah, this is super cool. This is really cool. So, the thing that maybe this is for all applications, right? So this is quite cool that you build a whole software as a service application that is provided to you. What's your website called? So if you'd like to search for us, we are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Jonathan, thank you so much. You can just search MIH on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. You can see us over here, MIH app. Or if you have an Android device, or you can just search on Google MIH app. And once you do that, you'll find the Google Play Store link and our web app over here also. But the best experience is over on Google, or is not over on Google, it is the mobile version, is the best version out there. So I would recommend you going for either the Google Play Store or Apple App Store version. But if you'd like to use just the normal web version, you can just Google MIH app, and we'll be at the top of the list for that. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate it. We'll check it out soon. Thank you so much, and don't forget to follow also, so when we live again, then we can discuss about it even more. Then you can let us know when it's live also. Very cool, very interesting. If you have a website out there and you'd like us to test it out, please feel free to create an MIH account. And when we're on the Mzansi directory, we can search for specific businesses. Let's see. So we can search for software companies. So UX Corp is under the software companies. I think entertainment is the MIH Live. Open Hive, thank you so much for the follow. Swimming lessons, so this is Pisces Swimming Academy, is over there from Township to Olympics. So yeah, I'm going to, and if I go over to my favorites, so let me add one of the things as my favorites. So let's add UX Corp as the favorite over here. So software search. So yeah, I'll add you to my favorites once I see that it's there. So I'll add you to one of my favorite businesses, so we don't have to keep searching for you. But yeah, cool, cool, cool. So we were working on adding this country code to our. We're adding this country code to our thing, to our actual edit profile screen. So if I head over to business prof, business profile, and then over to the tools, this one here, yeah, and under the edit business window, yeah, under the edit business window, what we can do is over contact number, right? So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to wrap this with a row, so I can add that country code to it also. So over here, what I'll do is I'm going to yank. So I'm going to yank how many down? Yank 11 down. And when I head back over here and paste it in, control dot to add that package, save. So now if we head over to our development environment, we don't need our test profile or our test package anymore. We can go over directly to our business profile now and edit profile. Something is interesting. So there's probably, what I'll have to do is over here, I need to have this expanded. I think this is what normally fixes it. Let me know if you have any other questions out there, or if you have an MIH account, and you can check out your website also. So let's go back, edit. Yeah, so looking much better right now. Why is there so much padding over here? Very interesting. I think I need to put the emulator on the side over here and then put this up over here. And I'll have to close this out over here. So you reworked on this every time. So reworked on this, I'm not understanding what you mean by reworked on this. So how do I pronounce your name? NP Ntalwa. Yeah, I know you make chess content. I think I see you. But so I rework on this. Yeah, so MIH is a work in progress. It's not we've created the product and that's that, and you're not going to get any updates for the rest of MIH's life. It is, we are developing in public. We are, mistakes and all, they're all out there. So each and every week, sometimes it's every week, sometimes it's every 2 weeks, we do push out updates to MIH to improve MIH and to add more functionality. So we're always working on MIH to provide you with more features and functionality. So what we can do over here is cross-axis alignment dot center. So you are reworking on this. Okay, work in progress. I understand. Yeah. So yeah, we rework on things all the time because Motso over on Twitch, what happened with him is he was trying to set up his business account on MIH, and there was some information that is required that he didn't have, and it shouldn't be something that stops you from moving forward. So I noticed that he was struggling with that, and a few other people that I've heard also mentioned that they were struggling with a few things. So that meant that there was a user experience issue with MIH and not a code issue or a logic issue. It was just a user experience issue. So in yesterday's live, what we did is we did go over and run through the entire UX journey of a new user. So setting up your personal profile and then moving on to your business profile. And from there, we saw that there's lots of areas to improve, and that's what I was showcasing today. So the last thing that we're working on now is the country code inside this thing. There's a country code, so we're gonna add that in. So just that today. So will MIH work on Harmony OS? So MIH is not in the app gallery at the moment, and I haven't done a deep dive on Harmony OS. Does Harmony OS accept a normal APK? Because what we were thinking is, instead of me trying to, because I tried putting MIH on the app gallery, but there's certain things in the background, like in the manifest and the XM. So on the Android side of things, you had to change a few fields in order to enable it to have access to the app gallery. I don't know how else to explain that, but to get it ready for the app gallery. And when I did that, it broke. It broke MIH when I tried to build the application. So I'll have to do a deeper dive into that to figure out how it can work. And I think if I just have a normal app gallery thing, I can push it to Harmony OS. But I'll have to understand what Harmony OS is. And we are using Flutter screen adjustment. Sorry. We are using Flutter as our front end. And Flutter does Android, iOS, Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. But Harmony OS, to me, it feels like a brand new operating system and not just normal Android. So I don't know how compatible a Flutter app can be with Harmony OS. But we can do more investigation. And if you know the answer, please let us know. I would really appreciate that. So it shouldn't be center, change inside word. It should hectic. What did I do? Change inside word. Yeah, hectic. Undo. Change inside word. I'm going to change that to end. Yeah, so it needs to be at the end of things. 22 people. Love to see you all here. Dive into the chat, guys. We're all friendly over here. We're all friendly. We answer each other's questions. We're building a community over here. So let me close this up and open it again. Edit. So there seems to be some hidden padding. Let me put a color in over here. Can I pull a color? So control dot. And then maybe add a container. No, I'm not interested in knowing. I'm just BlackBerry and Huawei. Oh, okay. Makes sense. So user, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Loving, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So at the moment, we don't have an application version for this. But if you go onto if you head over to the web version of MIH, so you can just search MIH app on Google. And when you head over to our web version, there you can install it as a PWA, as an alternative. Thank you so much, the Loving 8, for the follow. I appreciate you. So you can install it as a PWA, as an alternative, but once again, you're not getting the best experience like the rest of them. But that is the alternative at the moment. So I know I have a Quest 3, so that's the Meta's VR headset, and over there it's not on the Meta Quest App Store. The MIH is not on their App Store. So what I did is I used the PWA version of MIH. PWA is Progressive Web App, so which allows you to, you see this button over here? If we click on it, it says Install App, Mzansi Innovation Hub. So it installs this web page as a web applet, I guess. I'm not sure how else to explain it, but it will be like a normal application living with your apps, but it'll just take you to the web version of MIH, but not through Chrome. It'll just open up as if it was an installed application. So you can use that as an alternative. And if you're on Windows or Linux or Mac OS, you can do that also. So that's the alternative that we built in while we are still working on getting us on the rest of the app stores. Cool. So yes, what I was doing is this. There seems to be a lot of padding around this thing over here. There seems to be a lot of padding around the country code picker over here. So what we're gonna have to do is let me just add a container around this row and make this color. I like using pink, colors.pink. I like using pink because I don't have a pink inside MIH, so it makes things a little bit easier to identify where things are happening. Okay, so there's no thingy around here. Let me add under the country picker, there should be a box decoration over here. So if we're having a look at this, barrier color, yeah, box decoration. Let me add a box decoration and that'll make it easier for us to see. So box decoration. Oh, you know what? Background color. That seems better. Background color, colors dot green. Let's close it and open it. Undo, control dot. Are you teaching coding or... No, we're not teaching coding. We're just vibing right now. Kagiso, we're just vibing right now and we're looking at MIH. So we're not really teaching coding. We're just coding together. If you'd like, so Kagiso, do you want to learn coding? Let me know in the chat if you'd like to learn coding. Because if you do, I do have someone that I can recommend to you that does do coding stuff, coding lessons and things like that. But let me know in the chat if you're interested in that. But at the moment, we're just vibing right now. Background color. So let me remove this. Close this. Edit. Why is it still back? Oh, I didn't save. My bad. My bad. I do, brother. Okay, perfect. So, if you are interested in learning coding, so in the MIH lives, I do assume that everyone has or does know a little bit of coding. Don't worry about my YouTube feed, guys. But if you are interested in learning about coding, head over to YouTube. So we're on YouTube right now, and you can search for a person called Code With Me Theo, right? So Code With Me Theo. And once you search for that, this smiley face that you'll see over here, this is Code With Me Theo. He's one of my TikTok friends. You can find him over on TikTok also. So let's search for him on TikTok. Code With Me Theo. So you'll see the same face. Why is TikTok doing nonsense? Yeah, there's it over here. Code With Me Theo. You can find him on what language does he teach? Okay, we'll dive into that. Don't worry. So, but yeah, Code With Me, he does do updates. He was pushing the FNB App Academy stuff. So look for this face, but I would recommend head over to YouTube because he has a backlog of longer information, longer videos over there. Let's minimize this a little bit. So if we look at his YouTube channel, so it's Code With Me or at Code With Me Theo. And he has lots of video series over here. So the first one that I would recommend you doing is learning the web basics. So he does teach HTML, CSS, and JavaScript over there. So it's dipping your toes into the web app world, right? So JavaScript will be the important programming language, I guess, that you would learn because that can be used on React as the foundation or act as the framework, as the framework. So you can look at this one. Once you've mastered this, then you can look at his MySQL course. So this is the database section. So figuring out the back end and probably how to connect your front end, which is this stuff, to your back end. Then if you scroll further down, then he heads over to the more advanced stuff, which is teaching React. So this is now using the framework and thank you so much, Rob Roy, thank you so much, and Java, but I'm not perfect. Yeah, so I think just dive into his course. You can see the videos are even short. It's like a refresher stuff, so it won't be too long that you go through. It's just refreshing your mind on things. Then jump into SQL, teaching you the database stuff. Then he's going to teach you about React. So this is using a framework, a JavaScript framework that he taught you in the first series, and figuring out how this works. So this provides you with more functionality, more power of creating your web app. Then if you scroll down, his next series that he's working on is Next.js. So this is back end kind of thing. I don't know, someone in the chat, let me know what you think. Saubona. Jay, is that you? What did we cover this evening? Yo, it was lit. It was lit this evening, but I'll show you, Jay. I'll show you. So yeah, he also does Next.js. So this is like I don't know. Let's ask Mzansi. So another feature inside MIH, guys, is Ask Mzansi. Yes, it's me. Love to see it. Love to see it, Jay. Thank you so much, Ize, for the follow. So let's ask Mzansi the question: what is Next.js all about? Yeah, it's backend. So what is Next.js all about? Please explain it as if I know nothing. In one paragraph. In one paragraph. I was missing you, Jay. I thought you were busy this evening. That's why we couldn't. That's why I didn't see you over on the lives. But nice to see you here this evening. So we're gonna press enter. So this is Mzansi AI. Once you ask it a question, ask Mzansi a question, it'll run through and give you the answer. And you can click on this button, the menu button at the top right hand corner, and read aloud. But I'm gonna move the people over on TikTok because you won't be able to hear properly, and I'll switch the audio over on the rest of the platforms. So let me move you over so you can hear. So you're just gonna look at my streaming environment, but you'll hear what's happening. So let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. So, imagine you're building a website, like a shop window for a business. Traditionally, building these websites could be a bit complicated. Next.js is like a super helpful toolkit that makes building websites much easier and faster. It's a special framework built on JavaScript that helps developers create really fast and user-friendly websites. It handles a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff for you, like optimizing your website for speed and making it easy to update. Basically, it streamlines the whole website building process, so you can focus on making your website look awesome and doing what it's meant to do, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Would you like me to elaborate on this topic, Sparkles?
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for coming through and giving us this great explanation. So it's like it said, it's another framework, I guess, that allows you to make websites easier, and this probably handles a lot of the backend stuff like API work. So if we head over to our Canva sheet, and so this is what MIH looks like on the back end, not everything, but some of it, right? So we use Flutter as the front end. Remember, this uses Dart as the language. Went out for supper. Nice. I hope you had a good supper, Jay. I hope you had a nice supper. Let us know where you went out to. And then we using Fast API as our API layer. So this is the back end that communicates with our database. And our database is MySQL, like what Code With Me is getting up to. But instead of Fast API, I think Next.js will be the replacement over here. So let's minimize this again. So yeah, remember guys, if you're struggling with any of your questions, you can ask Mzansi. Mzansi AI, like it's saying, Mzansi AI is here to help you with any of your things, right? Standard questions. If you ask it hard questions, sometimes it stumbles, but we're getting there. So cool. Yeah, thank you so much, Josi, for that question. Burger King, love it. Love Burger King. So edit profile. So over here, there seems to be an issue with a lot of padding over here. And clearly background is not. So yes, sorry Jay, let's explain. Let me show you what we got up to. So, and for the new users that are over here also. So let's increase this. And did Jay use his Mzansi card at Cards and Wallets? So I don't know if Burger King has a loyalty program over there. If they do, you know what? That's a good point from my father that we need to add like your McDonald's and all of these other places also. But I know they have QR codes. Someone did recommend when you are adding a card to have like a barcode or like a selection to select barcode or QR code. But we'll figure that out in the future. But very good idea. But I don't think Jay used his Burger King loyalty card tonight. But we'll add that in if there's such a thing. So yes, so I'll show you, Jay, and I'll show the people of Mzansi. We'll do this the last time, then we'll switch over and wrap things up for the night. But when we create an account, remember last night, we were looking at the user experience. So if we say tester17 at mih.co.za, Burger King doesn't, yeah, I thought so. And then we can say tester1738 at, and then tester17 1738 at, and we're going to create an account. So remember yesterday when we created an account, we had to click on a sign up button once, and then we had to click on a sign up button again in order for us to start setting up our profile. But now if we create a new account, you'll see it'll load. We'll have to authenticate that this is our phone, this is us. And once we do that, it automatically takes you. You see, Jay, so now it automatically takes you to your profile where you can now click on set up profile. And you can see the wording over here also changed from no purpose added to no personal mission added, as per your recommendation. So if we click on set up profile, then it'll take us to our profile page, and you can see your personal mission over there. So let's just put tester 17. I'm here now. Love it, Jay. Love it. Love to see you on YouTube now. So tester 17, tester tab 17, and then our purpose testing, and then we're going to click on update, right? So now a user has completed their information. We're going to update it. And then that's interesting. I will go back later to rewatch the live. Yeah, it was lit tonight. The F are we doing, bro? So Keel, we're working on the first super app of Mzansi. It's called Mzansi Innovation Hub, right? If you'd like to download it, we are on the Google Play Store. So we are on the Google Play Store. We are on the Apple App Store. We are on the Apple App Store. And we are on the web. All you have to do is search MIH or MIH app, and you'll find us there. So that's what we're working on tonight. And we're working on the user experience for MIH. But please feel free to download it. It is free to use. So yes, I was saying, now that we've created our account, so we have a personal account. So now what happens, Jay? Remember yesterday we said when you activate the business account, it still takes you to the personal side. So you don't really know what's happening. So you don't really know that, oh, there's a business side that opened up for you. So if we head over and activate business account, scroll to the bottom and click on update, it now automatically takes you to the business side of MIH where you can click on set up business and you can have the information over here. And once again, we've made all of these optional. So website, registration number, practice number, VAT number. What we are working on, what we are trying to work on now is the contact number. So let me just head over to who is this app for? This app is for the people of Mzansi. So that's a great question. Who is this? Glow Up. That's a great question, Glow Up. So if you'd like to know more about MIH, just create your MIH account and you can ask Mzansi the question. What is MIH all about and who is it for? That's actually a great question. So let me just ask the question, who is the MIH app for? So who is the MIH app for? So once you ask Mzansi the question, Mzansi AI will think about it and it'll generate a response for you. And if you'd like to listen to it, instead of reading it, you can click on the menu button and click on read aloud. But let me bring you closer to the speakers so you can hear what Mzansi AI is saying. So I'll click on read aloud.
Hey, waving hand. The MIH app is designed with everyone in Mzansi in mind. Think of it as your all-in-one companion for both personal and business life. It's perfect for entrepreneurs and business owners, manage your business profile, teams, appointments, and even do quick calculations on the good professionals. Streamline your professional life with a central hub for information and scheduling. Anyone looking to connect with people and businesses across Mzansi, explore the Mzansi directory to find what you need. Medical practitioners. The patient manager feature helps with seamless appointment scheduling and data management. Basically, if you want a handy tool to simplify your life and stay organized, the MIH app is you smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific feature or how it might benefit you?
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for coming through with an amazing explanation on who the MIH app is for. Glow Up, I hope that answers your question. So the MIH app is for you also. The MIH app is for everyone in Mzansi trying to streamline their life because MIH is a super app. W's in the chat for Mzansi AI giving such an amazing... I'm so sorry, Jay. I'm so sorry. I forgot to mute the thingy. But thank you so much for letting us know that I must figure that out. I haven't had the time to figure that out. It's an OBS issue, so I'll figure out how to do that. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much, Glow Up. Make sure to follow us so you can keep up to date with the MIH lives, and you'll also get updated with when MIH gets updates and things like that. Thank you so much. The W's in the chat are flying through on TikTok. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for the follow, Glow Up. Thank you so much. So yes, I was showing you that under the test section. So let's just authenticate ourselves. And if we head over to the business side, this is the new thing, Jay, that we're working on, but I'm struggling to fix it now. I'll fix it off the live. But let's head over to our test profile. So have you reviewed the TikTok streaming yet to show it like YouTube? So I feel like I've given up a little bit, Jay, on trying to figure that out. It's here and ready, but I keep getting banned when I'm using this platform. So that's what I'm worried about. And so I can do it, and then maybe every like 2 days it'll be around. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. So yeah, I keep getting banned when I do stream through, I think it's Restream that I'm using, but I'll try and figure it out. So yes, so we have a new country selector, country code selector. If we click on the down arrow, it brings up a menu for you. You can click on it and search for, let's say Botswana, Botswana. And if you click on it, it'll automatically change it to +27. So we want to add this to when you're adding a business or when you are editing your business profile. But at the moment, it's looking at kind of weird. Like there's padding around this thing that I'm not understanding. But we're gonna play around with it and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But cool. Thank you so much everyone for joining the live. So before I flip over and we end things, I want to show you something that I was working on today, and it's to do with the Patreon. So I want to get your opinion on something. So Patreon. So I was working on setting up a Patreon, but the one thing that I was not struggling with, but I'm still trying to figure out is, have you tried another streaming app? So I have done some research into it, Jay, and the problem is it's because I'm using Ubuntu OS as the operating system. So I'm using the Linux version of OBS, and it's not as good as thank you so much, Musa, for the heart me. I appreciate you. So it's not as feature rich as the Windows version. Most people use Windows for that. So it's lacking some features. And TikTok, so I did message TikTok and ask them how do I do that? And I have to use their application, their live stream application, but that application is for Windows only again. And the alternative is Streamlabs, but once again, Streamlabs only has a Mac and a Windows version of their streaming application, and it's not for Linux. So we're gonna keep fighting, but we'll figure it out soon. I'll have to do a deep dive to see what's happening. But yes, so this is what I wanted to ask you the question on. So I have set up a Patreon. It's not live, so you can't subscribe to anything yet. So don't you have a spare PC stream TikTok alone? Unfortunately not, Jay. Unfortunately not. I only have my laptop and the Mac. So maybe I can do it from the MacBook. That's a very interesting idea, Jay. Thank you so much for that. So stream from Mac to TikTok. That's actually a brilliant idea. Thank you so much for that. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I'll hook it up. I'll hook it up and I'll try and figure things out. But yeah, I have set up a Patreon. But the thing that I'm thinking about now is, this is the question. We are still setting things up, but we need your help. Please vote for the benefits, so the perks. So once you become a member of Mzansi through Patreon, it'll unlock some perks for you. So similar to like the TikTok one that unlocks certain perks, we're also gonna have the Patreon one. I'll post this link somewhere, maybe on, I'm not sure where I'll post it, but I'll post the link to this thing. Let's see if I can, let me copy this, copy post link, and then you can vote yourself. So I'll put it in YouTube, I'll put it on Twitch, and I'll put it on Kick also, so you can see it there. And on TikTok, let's head over to my TikTok live. Wait, back. So I'll head over here and I will post it over here if I can. Then you can get the link also. And you can, yeah, so you can get it over here. So where's the messages? Yeah, so I'll post it in the chat over here. You can check it out too. And you can vote for it. And then please, in the comments, what you can do is you can also recommend other things for us. So that's the purpose of this poll. So you can head over to our Patreon page and give us ideas on what perks would you like to see. And if you'd like to have multiple tiers inside Patreon or not. But what we are looking at is the first perk that you'll unlock, or one of the perks that we're thinking of, is the Mzansi app beta testing. So at the moment, there's only Jay who's a beta tester, and we are working on getting Quotes as a beta tester. But this feature is going to be unlocked for our subscribers. So for the members of Mzansi that really like MIH and would like to test it out. We're also going to set up a private Discord for private Discord chats, things like that. I don't really know what Discord is all about. I'll have to learn what that's all about. Then we have personal shout outs in the live. So maybe at the end of the live, when we're wrapping things up, I'll give a shout out. I'll have like something on the screen with your names floating around, showing my support to you. Then this is the interesting thing that I would like to do also. So this is the monthly live chats and hangouts with the people of Mzansi. So with the subscribers, maybe we'll do it through Discord or somewhere else, but we'll have live chats. So you'll look at us and we'll look at each other and we'll just chat about things, maybe your own projects, maybe about MIH, whatever we want to chat about, we can chat about that, and we can do it live or offline if you'd like that also. And then I see that Patreon has a shop over here, so we can also hook up exclusive merch for specific subscribers. But what I think is the merch, will do that at a later time and make that accessible to everyone, not just Patreon subscribers. But yeah, let me know what you think. What perks would you like us, or would you like to be unlocked when we set up our Patreon properly? So let me flip our screen. Perfect, you can see all of me now. So thank you so much everyone for joining the live this evening. I do appreciate you. Things were popping off today. Lots of people joining the live and things were looking good. So yeah, we are going to, let's see. I want to send you an email regarding something I want to discuss with you. So quickly, to answer your question before we wrap things up, please feel free to set up your MIH account. Once you set up your MIH account, what you can do is you can head over to the Mzansi directory. What's on the agenda tomorrow? So I'll let you know that now. So you can head over to the Mzansi directory inside after you've created your account. So let me make this a little bit smaller. So head over to the Mzansi directory, switch over to the business side of MIH, and just search for MIH. You'll see Mzansi Innovation Hub, the technology company. You can click on that and click on the email button. Once you click on that, you can email us directly and ask us, you can ask us your questions, and maybe we can set up a session to discuss your ideas further. So I hope that answers your question. Let's flip over. So what's on the agenda for tomorrow? So Motso, very great question. So on the agenda for tomorrow, depending on how far I get with updating the rest of the information over here, once we've completed that, so once we've completed the new user UX enhancement, then we can start looking at the rest of MIH to see, okay, if I don't have any information over here, what messages appear on the screen to guide a new user on what to click on next. So it's still going to be along the lines of the UI and UX journey, But let us know in the chat, Motso, what would you like us to do? What would you like us to work on? And we can hook that up. We can hook that up also. But yes, thank you so much everyone for joining the live. I do appreciate each and every one of you for joining, liking, sharing, following, subscribing, all of those nice things. Please, if you'd like to support us, you can do all those things, and you can subscribe to us over on TikTok. It's around 50 something rand a month, and it'll unlock a certain amount of features. Or you can download MIH and create and set up your MIH account. So we are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. But like I just showed you, we are going to get Patreon going so that you can also subscribe to Patreon. But yeah, just like, share, follow, subscribe, all those nice things. I would appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. And yes, thank you so much, and let's keep working hard, Mzansi. I'll see you tomorrow.